Hello everyone, welcome to 24K Lorcana. It's me, 24K Hector, and I'm here to give you guys finally a deck that it's been a while since I give this combination because it was in a rough spot, I believe last set. I don't remember the last time I actually did one of these. I think it was definitely Mufasa. I think it was the Gaston 6 like drop toolbox that I did with this deck, but it was pretty cool. We got a ruby, amber, ketchup and mustard goodie deck coming to you guys. Make sure you guys, if you guys not subscribed, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment what you guys are thoughts on this coming set since we are here. It's approaching. I'm working on a few decks. I've been testing a lot actually. I think I had blue steel quite down, but I just want to keep testing and making sure I got it really set before I fully release that, guys. So I know some of you guys are like, hey, release this, but I don't want to release something that's like something that you can't like win at a tournament. As far as blue steel, I really take pride in that color combination, so I want to make sure I give you guys a good list for that. But it's almost there. I think it's in a pretty good position. But I wanted to give you guys a ketchup and mustard because this deck, it's already pretty much to where I think it's as best as I can possibly make it. If you guys can make it even better, do it yourself. Let me know how we can make this deck better. But I got ketchup and mustard, and it's a different take, guys, because it's songs. So as you guys see right here, boom, we're gonna go ahead and introduce the deck list. We do have again, if I look down, it's because I'm in my little Dreamborn pad here. We are going to be playing interesting cards like Maui Shark because that's going to be actions or songs. So it's going to be an engine for that. There's going to be interesting combos that you guys are not, if you see the picture, you're like, why is it there, right? But there's going to be interest combinations that are really powerful, I believe. One of them being the Mulan card. As you guys can see, we have the Mulan package. This is what can this deck do that other colors can't, right? So we got interesting interactions like the one drop Mulan. As she comes in with damage, right? So she already gives you that fodder for Rapunzel of being able to possibly draw two. But she's also a shift target that when you shift her with the Amber Mulan, you're able to quest, and then she can play, if it's a top card of your deck, she's able to play any song from your deck. Now, the interesting thing about this deck here is that it's very hard to whiff because we are actually playing more songs than Amber Steel. Yes, we're playing more songs than Amber Steel. We are actually currently on 23 songs. So you're probably not gonna be whiffing off Ariel, and I through testing we were not really whiffing off Mulan. And not only that, this Mulan, unlike Amber Steel, is gonna be playing you very powerful songs, very high cost songs. We have hit We Are Family. But I say we, I don't want to forget. I want to give a shout out to Sudden Chill from the Cookout. He originally brought up the like an Amber Steel like Ruby songs deck, and it just wasn't there. And then we were gonna both work on it together to like a Robin Hood action deck, and it wasn't. And we're like, you know what? We'll stick to actions, but let's completely like focus on that and build it right. And then me and him got a good list going, and then James kind of threw out the idea of the Mulan package. So it was definitely really good. Kind of effort a little bit between all three of us for the most part. But we do have the Mulan package that's able to quest and sing We Are Family. Cards like, I mean, obviously B Prep. I don't know why you would want to that early, right? We hopefully don't hit a B Prep right or too early. But sometimes if you quest and you hit a B Prep when you need to, it's pretty cool. We have cards let's go to the characters. So I don't want to get carried away right now. We are going to be playing for the one drops. Is going to be the 4-drop Cinderella, and like I said, the 4-drop Mulan. The Cinderella is going to be able to sing you songs like Teeth and Ambitions, as is going to be kind of our very early form of removal. Not only that, being able to damage your own characters could be beneficial because we can draw off Rapunzel, right? So she's going to be able to sing Teeth and Ambitions and Bare Necessities. Both Bare Necessities and Teeth of Ambitions are the songs that Little Cindy can sing, and Bare Necessities can rip out a card from your opponent's hand, whether that be action, just non-character card, right? Whether it be action, item, I don't know, location, anything that's non-character. I think Bare Necessities is very strong. So we are playing 3 Bare Necessities, 3 Teeth of Ambitions for our Little Cinderella songs. We are for our 2-drops, we are playing Vanessa. We are playing Singer 4. What's interesting about this interaction, Vanessa can sing you cards like Be King Undisputed, right? Being Undisputed is going to be our one form of removal here. We are at 13 uninkables in this deck, so it's not too high. But we are going to be playing 4 King Undisputed as it's going to be our main form of removal. We are playing 4 Aerial, 3-drop Aerial. Obviously, in this deck, you're not going to whiff. I don't think I whiffed the testing. I think Eddie whiffed once, but I think it was pretty good on 23 songs, right? We are playing the other Aerial, which is gonna be a singer 7. Now, what's cool about her is because she single-handedly can sing beat prep, right? That's not gonna be the main use, but she can do it, which is pretty nice. There has been interactions. We were doing like mirrors, and I quested out, sang beat prep with her, and then being able to develop like a shark afterwards. So it's pretty good. We are playing her because she can sing We Are Family. We Are Family is going to be a strong card. They're going to hear me say, because it's like technically a sing together, which is very easy for your characters. It's just like a Friends on the Other Side, right? But you get to pick out of 5 cards 2 characters. Pretty strong, pretty good. What's good is that we have a good ratio of 36 characters. So even though we are playing a high volume of songs, we are still able to possibly, most likely, out of the 5, hit 2 characters, which is nice. We are going to be playing the Mulan, like I said. Let's shift to Mulan. She quests. She's going to be playing a song for free almost all the time, because we're most likely hitting. We're probably hitting like 60% of the time, which is pretty nice. Prince Naveen. We are playing 2 copies of Naveen. Naveen is pretty interesting. Again, what can this deck do that other decks can't? Naveen can play and sing Pirate's Life. That's actually pretty cool. What's cool about that is not only did you play your Pirate's Life for free, now it's in your discard, so Maui Shark can grab it later, which is pretty nice. Naveen can also, you can have a singer and you can go Naveen, Be King Undisputed, and then sing Be King Undisputed, and you just did 2 forms of removal with Maui Shark, again, being able to grab those Be King Undisputeds back. So in this deck, weirdly enough, I never felt bad about having 2 Be King Undisputeds in my hand. It was pretty good. This card can also sing Blast from the Past. Blast from the Past? Yeah, Blast from the Past. One thing that's really cool about this card, other than it having, I believe, the Aladdin in there, we look at how many Mauis we're playing. Look at how many Ariels we're playing. Look at how many Mulans we're playing. So Blast from the Past is most likely going to, when you play, grab you 2 Ariels from the discard, grab you 2 Mauis from the discard, grab you 2 Mulans from the discard. In a really grindy game, it can grab you 3 to 4. But hey, besides the point, Blast from the Past is really good because we have multiple names, Mulans, Ariels, Mauis. For those of you that know what that does, you play it. It should be right here on the screen. You're going to be able to grab characters with the same name, whether that be Ariel, Mulan, or Maui. So we are going to be playing Blast from the Past, Pirate's Life, to be able to sing off Naveen, as well as obviously Be King Undisputed. I mean, I guess you could do Bare Necessities. Why would you want to, right? You want to do more of the high-level cards, but Naveen is there as a good 2 of option. We're playing 4 Rapunzels because it is Ruby Amber deck. It is Ketchup and Mustard. That is our priority draw engine, as we know, for this deck. Although this deck does have other ways to recur, it feels like this deck draws from the discard as well, which is pretty nice. But we are going to be absolute must at 4 Rapunzels. We are playing 2 Maui Rushers. Again, sometimes we're not going to have that song removal, so it is nice to have that Rusher to be able to guarantee against some, let's say, aggro matchups, being able to develop a strong presence, as we have singers. So this is a cool deck that can develop a very strong 6/5 Rusher with singers along the way, something that other song decks can't do, right? So we are also playing that because Blast from the Past, so it's another name for Maui. Good Rapunzel Cushion. We are playing 4 Maui Sharks. I don't have to say much about this card. It's very powerful, very strong. You can grab actions back, any of these songs back. We are, aside from the 23 actions, we are also playing 1 Dragonfire. The reason being is because sometimes we need a targeted removal for something like emergency cases, something that you just can't take time to develop, or you don't want to have to waste the whole beat prep on. So I think the 1 Dragonfire fit in nicely just because you're able to pinpoint what you want to remove and then be able to sing Be King with something else, or you always have 1 copy, so you're also able to add it back through Maui Shark. So the 1 Dragonfire was really nice with the 4 Maui Sharks. Again, Maui Sharks being able to grab you actions back and being able to grab you high value actions, right? Like We Are Family, Blast from the Past, what's it called? It Means No Worries. We'll talk about that in a bit. We're also playing two Mulan, the Ruby Mulan. You wanted to have. We are playing four of the little ones, and then we are playing four of the mid range, the shift two, being able to get a song for free. But I wanted to have this option to also have the shift Mulan Ruby, because when you shift her, it absolutely destroys aggro boards right as she gets a boost, and then she swings at something and then does the I believe I forgot how much damage. I think the same damage to the other two chosen characters, so it's pretty strong. Um, yeah, we are playing two of her again. Blast from the past, you could possibly add the Amber Mulan, the one drop Mulan, and then this Mulan back, which is pretty cool. We are playing the three Pirates Life, like we said. I did want to test four. I was trying for a bit four, but we just needed to make room for everything. Also, being able to add it from Maui's Shark back. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. If there's one card that I could fit in this deck that I would want to change, that you guys can cut something to add this, go ahead, and it could be a Pirate's Life. That would be fine. We are playing for We Are Family. Guys, this card is absolutely broken. We Are Family is really strong because you're just able to like sing and then dig 5 to grab 2 character cards. It's pretty good, especially when you have character cards like Rapunzel, Naveen, and Maui's in your deck. Yeah. We are playing the 3 Be Prepared. Pretty self-explanatory. You have also a singer that can sing 7, which is pretty cool. I believe she's a 4-drop too. She's a 4-drop singer 7. So a turn that you can play right, if you're playing against aggro and they're going really fast, you can go on turn 4 this aerial, on turn 5 be prep. Yes, this deck can be prep on turn 5. I think that's pretty good. If you want to go for that line, you also have the Mulan line. So I think there is ways to combat aggro. I think there is ways to have the fight the middle range. And I actually do believe there's a way that this deck can beat the control decks, as you can possibly be able to consistently be playing B Kings. And we know control decks are very like linear, tall for the most part. So I think the one weakness that this deck can possibly have is items, but like the high item build. But I think if you possibly can like just try to develop, I think what this deck needs is being able to add a little bit more speed. So you kind of just want to make sure you just start like putting pressure with the Mulans, drawing off Rapunzels, and kind of keep questing as long as your Maui Shark and your B-Kings keep hitting and just kind of getting there. And obviously Pirate's Life to get you there. So I do want to add a 4 Pirate's Life. I want to see what I can cut. You guys let me know what you guys believe you guys can cut. But 4 Pirates would be nice. And weirdly enough, guys, I was like, I don't know if we fully need this card. I kind of think we do. I think it's really good. But there was no set 8 cards in this deck. That's right. Look, there was no set 8 cards in this deck. And then I was like, we need to add one. We need to add one in there. So we added the It Means No Worries. I think it's a very powerful card. The reason being is because it grabs you 3 cards. Yes, this one grabs you 3 characters from your discard. So a Finders Keepers, but it's an inkable 9. But it's a sing together. So as you guys know, it's very easy to sing this in this deck, as we have Singer 4s, Singer 7s, Singer 5s, right? So obviously we have no being as a Singer 6. So singing this song together, It Means No Worries, it's not hard. And being able to add back 3 characters back from your discard, along with paying 2 less for the next character you play. So a line that you can do with this card is, since we are playing the Mulan shift line, we are playing the 1-drop and we are playing the 4-drop singer that shifts on 2. You're actually able to develop, if you can sing that It Means No Worries, you add those 2 back, and then you're able to play your 1-drop Mulan for free, because it lets you play a character for 2 costs or less. Now, when you play this Mulan for free, it allows you to next turn shift and play that line. Or if you have the ink available, shift on the same turn. I necessarily would not do that. I'd rather just shift that 1-drop and then just wait for the next turn. But I mean, hey, if you pay 2 less for a character, if you have an aerial in your hand, now you're able to pay 1 for an aerial, add a song. But again, I feel like there's definitely lines in this deck that are very powerful. I think we are utilizing the 4-drop Amber Mulan more than Steel Song is. We are utilizing a card like a Singer 7, which no other deck can do. We are doing things that Naveen can sing that no other deck can do. But yes, I would definitely like to add a fourth Pirate's Life. That's a one thing that when looking at this list, guys, I would suggest trying to fit in. But I think this list is very solid. I wanted to give you guys a good Ruby Amber deck profile that we can go into, and we can possibly win some nice games in. Maybe you take this at a local event. Maybe you take this at, like, maybe some competitive event and you can top 8 with it. Who knows? I am not gonna be over here and tell you guys this is a tier 1. It's gonna destroy the meta. It's gonna absolutely you're gonna win a DLC with this deck. Obviously not, but I think this is a very fun deck that you guys can try and you guys can have fun with, and that can be competitive, that can still beat some of the best decks. You can't fall asleep on this deck, as it has some very powerful lines, some very powerful interactions. But again, guys, make sure you guys hit up in the description. Check out my Discord for any coaching or anything like that. My sponsor, TCG, shout out to them. Go check out. They're actually having, events for Jafar and then big upcoming events, as well as the SoCal area all around. Yeah, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm gonna give you guys more decks to come, and hopefully more consistently. Take care, and you guys enjoy opening and ripping the new set packs. Later.